he actually is not reaching out to the rest of the country, where 60-something% of the country says that they don't want the government involved in women's rights and equal choice voting.
Well, we've never had an election where the liberals voted on the Supreme Court. Conservatives voted on the Supreme Court all the time.
I think it did in midterm.
We've never had a presidential election where that's happened. And so this will be the first one. It might be the first one. But in the end, Joe Biden's problem is already there with this issue looming over. He's still at 38%. Why? Because of immigration and the economy. And so that's why I think one of the problems. If he didn't fix that, there's nothing to say.
This is just one of a slew of issues that we have to get through. So panel, please stand by. We're looking forward to engaging in more discussion after a few breaks. I think we're going to later. Yeah. Still at CNN's Kristen Holmes is standing by and spinning for all the latest from the Trump camp. Stay with CNN.
The West was hoped to create a better life. There was a promise in America. If you're tough enough, lean enough, it can be yours.
The best way to solve a problem is to keep it from happening. At Evernorth, we combine medical and pharmacy data with behavioral health data to identify members in need of care, predicting and treating behavioral health issues quickly, while lowering costs for plan sponsors and members. That's one way made possible. Evernorth Health Services.
With Consumer Cellular's fast and reliable coverage, it's easy to live. Hey Siri, text back. Susie says hot, hot, hot. Oh, okay. Place in and get 2 months free when you buy any iPhone, like iPhone 15 Pro with titanium. Rewards once available to the few are now accessible to the many. Credit One Bank. Get cashback rewards and live large. Time to press rewind with Neutrogena Rapid Wrinkle Repair. It has germ-free retinol expertly formulated to target skin cell turnover and fight not one but 5 sound stages. Visible results in just 1 minute. Neutrogena.
Here's some information about replacing windows and doors with custom surprise. I'm Brian Derrick. I'm here with Brian Price from Renewal by Name. Hey, homeowners always ask, my windows aren't even 10 years old. How do I have to replace them? If they aren't quality windows, they may not last. Some builders put money into kitchens and bathrooms and cheap out on the windows all the time. But your reputation for quality is unheard of in this industry. Thanks, Brian. We've been the full-service replacement window division in almost 30 years. So when people don't want to mess around and they want quality, they call us. What can you say about your certified master installer? Well, a new window or door is only going to last if it's installed properly. Renewal by Anderson installers go through intense classroom and field training. Many of them have installed thousands. I mean, talk about masters. If the homeowner has an issue, it has to chase down different contractors and companies. They get stuck in the brain, and that's the worst. Right. The manufacturer points to the installer. The installer points to the manufacturer. With us, there's no blame game or finger pointing because we manage the whole process, from consultation to installation. And you don't do estimates? No, we do something better. We'll come out, assess your current windows and doors, and leave you with an exact price that's good for the entire year. Nice. No pressure.
Today's homeowner, a trusted home improvement resource for over 35 named Renewal by Anderson the top pick for replacement window companies. We're proud of that. Oh, and here's this month's discount. Before June 30th, buy one window, patio door, or entry door, and get the next one 40% off. That's 40% off with a minimum purchase of 4. Plus, save an extra $100 on your entire purchase. With no money down, no monthly payments, and no interest for 12 months. This offer ends June 30th. For a free appointment with Renewal by Anderson, call 1-800-501-1400.
Debate night in America, tonight at 7 p.m.
All eyes are on Atlanta as CNN prepares to host the first presidential debate of the 2024 election. And tonight, for the first time ever, a sitting president and a former president will square off on this debate stage. It's happening before either is actually even nominated by their respective parties, making tonight even more truly historic.
President Biden will be touching down just minutes from now north of Atlanta at Dobbins Air Reserve Base. Donald Trump expected to land here in a few hours. We have CNN national correspondent Kristen Holmes live for us in the CNN spin room. All right, Kristen, Trump is already attacking Biden on social media. He's calling him a threat to the country for perhaps a preview of what's to come later.
Yeah, remember, Donald Trump's team is watching very closely what is coming out of Camp David in terms of news. A lot of this a reaction to the fact that we have reported extensively from our White House team that Biden is going to go after Donald Trump on democracy. Now, it also shows you a little bit, if you look at social media, how he's spending this day leading up to the actual debate. Much of what he has been doing is criticizing cable news channels, spending a lot of time watching the actual lead up to the debate coverage. Now, Donald Trump's allies hope that he doesn't spend a lot of his time attacking President Joe Biden on the stage tonight with personal vicious attack stuff we have heard him do relentlessly in various rallies. But even though they wanted to focus on the issues, it didn't stop the campaign from putting out this ad today.
Do you think the guy who was defeated by the Steelers got taken down by his bike, lost the fight with his jacket, and regularly gets lost, makes it 4 more years in the White House?
Now, as we have reported, Donald Trump's senior advisors are urging him to stay on message, focus on 3 things in particular: the economy and inflation, immigration, as well as crime rates. They just believe, with the recent polling, that he is better polling in those issues than President Joe Biden. But they are preparing him for anything. I am told they have gone over different answers for abortion, for democracy, and particularly his role in January 6th and how he has talked about that insurrection on Capitol Hill. Those allies around Donald Trump, they want to stay focused on those issues, but any one of them will tell you they do not know who will show up on tonight's debate stage, and whether or not Biden can get under Donald Trump's skin, that could change the dynamic.
To that point, Kristen, what are you hearing from sources about Trump's mentality going into tonight?
Well, there's a lot of skepticism as to whether or not he can stay on message. When I talk to various sources, allies, people who have spent time with him, talked to him on the phone in recent days, they say that he is very much aware of the gravity of this debate, that he knows that he has to reach specific voters, and he knows that what audiences want to see, what voters want to see from him, is someone who can stay on message. But the question still remains whether or not he can actually do so. They say that they acknowledge that Donald Trump is often one to go off on rants, to fall back on vicious personal attacks. But again, they have urged him to really focus just on the issues and move away from that.
And I know you've also talked to the Trump team about tonight's format, Kristen. How do they think this is going to impact the former president's performance?
Yeah, we've seen such a shift in the last couple of weeks of how they've talked about this format. At first, it was a series of complaints, particularly about the fact that there was no live audience and there were muted mics. When it came to the live audience, they said that Donald Trump could not really feed off of anything if there was no audience. He gets a lot of his energy from that live audience. But in recent days, we've started to hear from allies who are actually looking forward to the fact that there's no live audience. But remember what we actually see in many of these rallies when he's quote-unquote feeding off of the audience. It's a lot of rambling, ranting, and going off into topics like sharks or electrocution, things that his team doesn't really want to see from him today. Again, they want him to stay on message, so there is a hope there that not having an audience to go off of will keep him focused. The other part was those muted mics. Donald Trump himself seems to have done some rare reflection during this time of debate prep. He said in one interview he thinks he was too aggressive with Biden, continued to interrupt him, to go after him a little too hard back in 2020. Now, whether or not that changes his actual behavior, that will be remaining to be seen. When you're talking to some of these people around Donald Trump, they're hoping that the muted mics might actually help with that, not see this constant barrage of attacks, or at least hear this constant barrage of attacks from Donald Trump.
Kristen, we shall see Kristen Holmes live for us from the spin room. Thank you. And still ahead, we're going to give you a behind-the-scenes look inside tonight's debate hall. See if it's together.
The most anticipated moment of this election, and the stakes couldn't be higher. The president and the former president, one stage, moderated by Jake Tapper and Dana Bash. The CNN presidential debate, tonight at 9, live on CNN and streaming on Max.
Arthritis pain? We say, not today. Tylenol and arthritis pain has 2 layers of relief. The first is fast. The second is long-lasting. We give you your day back, so you can give it everything. Tylenol, #1 doctor recommended for arthritis pain.
With Fast Signs, create factory-grade visual solutions to perfect your process. Fast Signs, make your statement.
You want to close out?
Should I? I'm only at hold, taking the gains of smart here, right?
Feel more confident with stock ratings from JP Morgan analysts in the Chase app. When you've got a decision to make, the answer is JP Morgan Wealth Management.
Itch, itch, twitch. Must not itch.
Stop the itch sanity with Cortisone 10 for bug bites, poison ivy, and other itches. Cortisone 10 is #1 doctor recommended. It works fast and lasts for hours. Cortisone 10.
Chevy Truck's advanced camera technology lets you see over, under, through, down, and any other direction you may need. Up to 8 available cameras and 14 views. So you can focus on the view that really matters. Don't miss a thing. Chevy's got you. Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
Right now, Pet Dander, skin cells and dirt are settling deep in your carpet fibers. Stanley Steamer removes the dirt you see and the dirt you don't. Your carpets aren't clean until they're Stanley Steamer clean.
It's so easy to get your windshield replaced using SafeLight. Tell people why you haven't done it. Start off as a chip and it just keeps going. So what do we do now? Let's schedule an appointment at SafeLight.com.
SafeLight repair. SafeLight replace.
SafeLight repair, SafeLight replace.
Hi, I'm Greg. I live in Bloomington, Illinois. I'm not an actor. I'm just a regular person. Some people say, why should I take Prevagen? I don't have a problem with my memory. Memory loss is not something that occurs overnight. I started noticing subtle lapses in memory. I want people to know that Prevagen has worked for me. It's helped my memory. It's helped my cognitive qualities. Give it a try. I want it to help you just like it has helped me.
Prevagen, at stores everywhere without a prescription. Lumify?
It's kind of amazing. Wow. Lumify eye drops dramatically reduce redness.
In 1 minute.
And look at the difference. My eyes look brighter and whiter for up to 8 hours. Lumify really works.
See for yourself. Time to press rewind with Neutrogena Rapid Wrinkle Repair. It has germ-proven retinol expertly formulated to target skin cell turnover and fight not 1 but 5 signs of aging. Visible results in just 1 week. Neutrogena.
Greetings, Captain. Yeah, that's not good happening. Huge things happen. Home happens. Be there with free. Shop early Friday deals at Amazon.com.
How'd it happen?
She showed up dead on the line.
This never gets easy.
It does when you call car ship before your car breaks down. Look at these prices. The camshaft, the transmission, engine.
Don't people know? A plan through car ship could protect up to 5,000 parts and systems.
You need to see it.
And out of warranty cars want to break down eventually.
Right, which is why they need a plan through car ship. Those expensive repair bills get paid and at the mechanic of their choice. They're notifying the family.
Poor guy. He doesn't even know what's coming.
Another victim of senselessly expensive repair bills. Can't save them all.
We can keep trying. Didn't have to end this way. If he'd have just called Car Shield before his car broke down.
Exactly. Protect yourself from the unprecedented rise in cost for parts and repairs. Call now to save money with your price lock guarantee. Call Car Shield now. Call 800-958-5733.
I'm Tom Foreman in Washington. This is CNN.
We're now just hours out from tonight's presidential debate, and we're getting a major reminder of just how consequential elections really can be. This morning, the Supreme Court formally releasing a previously leaked ruling that would allow doctors in Ohio to perform emergency abortions to protect the health of a mother. After Roe was overturned, Idaho, along with other states, prohibited the operation unless it was needed to save a mother's life.
And moments ago, we just heard from Attorney General Merrick Garland, who's reacting to today's ruling. Let's listen to that.
Today's order means that while we continue to litigate our case, women in Idaho will once again have access to the emergency care guaranteed to them under federal law. The Justice Department will continue to use every available tool to ensure that women in every state have access.
Let's bring in CNN Chief Legal Affairs Correspondent Paula Reed. And Paula, you hear the Attorney General alluding to that. This is only a temporary thing, right? It temporarily blocks Idaho's state law. The Supreme Court is sending this issue back to the lower courts, and this really isn't settled at the court.
Exactly. It's a technical win for the Biden administration, but the bigger question that had been presented to the high court, what do you do when you have a very restrictive state law when it comes to abortion and a more permissive federal law? Which is the governing law? That remains unanswered, right? In Idaho, they have their answer for now, but that's why Justice Ketanji Brown Jackson, she said, look, this is not a victory for abortion rights. Right now, doctors, she said, are in the dark about what the law requires of them. So even though this is a technical win for the Biden administration now, it's widely expected that this question, likely in another form, possibly from another or one of the states that has one of these restrictive laws, will likely go before the justices again. And it's one of a series of technical wins that we've seen for the Biden administration. Yesterday, they had another technical win where they will be able to continue to flag misinformation or disinformation to social media companies ahead of the election. That is a significant power, but the court sidestepped the larger First Amendment issue and instead kicked out that case on standing. They did the same with another big abortion-related case on the Crystone, the drug used in medication abortion. That was expected to be a big decision this time, and instead the justices sidestepped that larger question, kicking again the case out on standing. So even though the Biden administration prevailed in a lot of these cases, this win is temporary. I want to flag something else that we saw today, and that is sort of losses for the Biden administration, because the court started making moves to limit federal power today, both at the SEC and the EPA. And the reason that's significant is because one of the 6 major outstanding cases that we're still waiting for has to do with the power of federal agencies. It's not the sexiest case, not a lot of folks talking about it, but the court is widely expected to overturn decades of precedent and take decisions, technical decisions that are usually made by federal agencies, and return them to the courts. And that is something that would really change the entire way the government works. So that's a big case in the court. That has some clues about which way they might go. Now we expect to get more opinions tomorrow, on Monday, maybe even on Tuesday. Like I said, they still have at least 6 opinions outstanding.
We'll be waiting for those. Valerie, thank you so much. All right, let's talk about how things are going to tonight.
Yeah, CNN's production team has shared this demonstration with the campaigns, and we want to share it with you so everyone fully understands how the debate is going to work. CNN's Phil Manning and Victor Blackwell filed this document.
Welcome to the CNN presidential debate. We want to give our viewers a sense of the rules of the debate so that when they watch it, they can understand how President Biden and President Trump will be engaging with each other. Just after 9 p.m. Eastern, President Biden will enter from the right side of your screen. President Trump will enter from the left side of your screen. The podiums are 8 feet apart. Directly across from them, the moderators, J. Tapper and Dan Bash. Now, a reminder, this is a television studio. There's no audience. Candidates will have 2 minutes to answer questions and 1 minute for responses and rebuttals. At the moderator's discretion, there may be an additional minute for follow-ups, clarifications, or responses. So how does a candidate know how much time is left to speak? Attached to the cameras in the studio and in the candidate's field of view are the timing lights. When the lights show yellow, there are 15 seconds left in the candidate's answer or response. When the lights flash red, there are 5 seconds left. And when the display is solid red, the time is up. At that point, the candidate's microphone will be turned off.
The other candidate will have their microphone turned on. My colleague, Victor Blackwell, has more on that.
Thank you, Phil. If we go behind the podiums, you can see two green lights. When they're on, they signal to the candidate his microphone is on. When the green lights are off, they signal to the candidate his microphone is off. Now I want to give you a sense of what it will look like for viewers at home if a candidate whose microphone is off interrupts a candidate whose microphone is on. So I'm standing at one podium. I'll ask Phil to come in and take the other podium. And so let's say I'm answering a question. My light is green and I'm speaking. Phil's microphone is off and his green lights are not illuminated. He's going to interrupt me as I'm speaking, and this is what it will sound like. My volume remains constant, while Phil's interruption can be difficult to understand.
Let's try the opposite. My microphone is now on. His microphone is off. And he's going to interrupt me. My volume remains constant, while Victor's interruption can be difficult to understand. We should note, by agreeing to participate in this debate, both campaigns and candidates have also agreed to abide by these rules. The CNN presidential debate airs live at 9 p.m. Eastern.
That was an excellent demonstration. As you noted while we were watching, it might be difficult for us at home to understand what the candidates are saying when the mic is off, but they can absolutely hear each other. There's no question.
Yeah, that'll be interesting to see how it plays out.
Yeah, our thanks to Phil and Victor. It's worth repeating that demonstration has been shared and shown to both candidates and their teams. There should be zero surprises, no surprises when they walk out on that stage at 9 p.m. tonight.
And still ahead, two candidates, two very different takes on foreign policy. Ahead, we talked to former President Trump's former defense secretary for what he is looking for tonight.
Debate night in America as Biden and Trump meet, and only CNN has complete coverage with unrivaled access and exclusive pre- and post-debate analysis. Follow CNN for every can't-miss moment. Follow Debate Night in America tonight at 7 p.m.
University of Maryland Global Campus is a school for real life, one that values the successes you've already achieved. Earn up to 90 undergraduate credits for relevant experience, and get the support you need from your first day to graduation day and beyond. What will your next success be?
Not be affected by Viagra, but faster? Meet Rose Sparks. They contain sildenafil and tadalafil, but Sparks dissolve under the tongue. Dissolvables work faster than old school pills. See if Sparks are right for you at ro.co/sparks.
Nail fungus is nasty. OptiNail starts improving the appearance of fungus-damaged toenails in just 2 days. Its clinically proven formula penetrates the nail. The results you can see quickly. OptiNail. Give fungus-damaged toenails a makeover.
Looking good.
Vacations are better with the credit cards on your side. Rewards once available to the few are now accessible to the many. Earn points for travel with Credit One Bank and live large.
This is our future, Mom. GoDaddy Arrow creates a logo, website, even social posts in minutes. How?
AI. Wants to come see the future.
Get your business online in minutes with GoDaddy Arrow.
For over 25 years, website has been rewriting the world of commerce. It's okay to change your style. Get messy. Get immersed. With website, you make the rules.
I was so excited to buy my first home, but I needed a lot of work done on it. I went on to Angie. Jamie was the first person to call. He's resurfaced my flooring, he's done plumbing work, he's refinished this beautiful table here.
Find top-rated certified pros in your area at Angie.com.
Time to press rewind with Neutrogena Rapid Wrinkle Repair. It has germ-proven retinol expertly formulated to target skin cell turnover and fight not one but 5 signs of age with visible results in just 1 week. Neutrogena.
The Tempur-Pedic breeze makes sleep feel cool, so no more sweating on nothing or blasting the air conditioning, because the Tempur breeze feels up to 10 degrees cooler all night long. During our July 4th sale, save $500 on cooling Tempur breeze mattresses.
Doctors recommend Colate stool softener for gentle, dependable relief from constipation. It's so gentle, doctors even recommend it during pregnancy. And after surgery, Colate increases water in the stool, making it softer so it's easier to go. No harsh laxatives, cramping, or straining. Colate.
We just signed the lease on our third shop. My assistant went to customink.com to get new uniforms with all the locations. He found great products, uploaded new art, and had boxes sent to all the shops. Custom Ink makes it so easy. Get started today at customink.com.
At Consumer Cellular, we pride ourselves on giving you fast, reliable, nationwide coverage at up to half the cost of the leading carriers. But don't worry, we've got more than that going for us.
New customers who buy any phone get 2 months of service free when you sign up by July 31st. Call or go online to switch today.
Someone wants to customize and save hundreds with Liberty Mutual. Wait, there's an elevator? Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Your record label is taking off, but so is your sound engineer. You need to hire. Indeed you do. Indeed Instant Match instantly delivers quality candidates matching your job description. Visit Indeed.com/hire.
Who needs their cash now?
We've got better things to do than clean out clogged gutters. Call Refilter today, and never clean out clogged gutters again.
Refilter's technology keeps debris out of your gutters for good. Guaranteed. Call 833-REFILTER today or visit refilter.com.
Closed captioning brought to you by mesobook.com.
If you or a loved one have mesothelioma, we'll send you a free book to answer questions you may have. Call now and we'll come to you.
800-821-4000.
Foreign policy, usually not a voter's top issue, that's just the facts. But in recent history, we have not seen two candidates with such different visions for America's place in the world. And President Biden's close advisors believe emphasizing that stark contrast between Biden and Trump on foreign policy could make a big difference. One Biden campaign official telling CNN, quote, President Biden stands up to dictators. Trump is too dangerous and reckless to ever be anywhere close to the Oval Office again. But Trump's advocates say under Biden, the Middle East is now on fire, and Trump has boasted that he will end the war in Ukraine in 24 hours if he's reelected. Let's talk now more about this topic of foreign policy with CNN Global Affairs analyst and former Defense Secretary under President Trump, Mark Esper. We do note that he serves on the board or is a strategic advisor for some aerospace and defense-related companies. I just wonder what you think when you look at these two candidates, where they stand on Western alliances, where they stand on defending the role of democracy in the world, where they stand on America being a military and economic leader across the globe. There are so many differences. How much contrast do you expect will be displayed on this stage tonight?
Yeah, sure thing, Brianna. I think you're right. There is a lot of difference. I look at three things tonight: substance, style, and stamina. And on the substance, there are a lot of differences. There are some similarities, though. But I will tell you, as you rightly said, typically foreign policy isn't a big issue, but the international turmoil that's out there, the wars, have brought that to America's television sets and newspapers every single day. So it is an issue. So when you look out there, you look at the conflict in Ukraine. And related to that is NATO, you see a very big difference. President Biden is a big believer in NATO, wants to continue supporting Ukraine, and Trump has taken opposite views on both of those issues. And I think alliances extend not just to Europe, but also to Asia. Then again, there's the war in Israel in Gaza. And there are some differences there. Both support Israel, but I would argue that over the last 9 months, since the Hamas attacked Israel, you've seen Biden's position weakening with regard to his support and how he treats Israel. Now, this issue ultimately gets into the bigger one, which is Iran. And many would argue that President Biden hasn't had a clear policy on Iran, whereas President Trump has said he will return to maximum pressure. On China, it's a place where you see some similarities. Both want to impose tariffs on China, both increase export controls. It'll be curious to see if the question is asked how they would respond to defending Taiwan. But those are the main security issues. There are other issues out there with regard to climate, where there'll be very different positions. Energy policy, very different positions as well. And on defense, that'll be another one, of course, I'll be interested in. But President Biden is underfunded defense at a time when he rightly argues that we are now in an era of great competition between the autocracies and democracies of the world. President Trump, I suspect, will argue something differently. So it's going to be a very interesting evening, to say the least.
You have NATO reinforcing their control of aid to Ukraine against a potential Trump's second term. There's been, I guess, this emphasis by Trump about the amount of money that goes to Ukraine, how it goes to Ukraine, and questions about that. That has certainly been something that a large chunk of the electorate, I think it has resonated with them. Where do you see the vulnerabilities for these candidates tonight on this issue?
Well, I suspect President Biden will argue that we are in a war against autocracies. I believe he's correct when we look across the globe at Beijing and Moscow and what they're trying to do. And the question will be is how does Trump respond to that? How does he respond to allowing a democracy like Ukraine or one across the world in Taiwan to be bullied by a bigger neighbor? And what will his response be to that? I think you'll see pundits on both sides argue that this is really a contest, a political contest between the isolationists and the internationalists in both camps represented by Trump and Biden respectively. But that'll be a big issue, and if my sense is President Trump has gone to the fact that we have our debt, national debt is exploding. It's well over $32 trillion, so how can we afford to do all that? I think we need to force America's leadership in the world matters. This will be another place where you'll see a contrast between the two candidates.
Yeah, of course we saw a lot of spending ballooning under Trump. We cannot ignore that, despite the fact that traditionally Republicans are more fiscally conservative, or at least purport to be. Just really quickly, I wonder if you can speak to whether you think we'll hear something about the role of the military, because it was so different under the Trump administration. The way he made decisions when it came to, Syria, for instance, we're using the military on the border or for domestic. And obviously there was continuation on the Afghan exit between these two administrations as well. How do you think we're going to see that?
It's a good question. I suspect that the moderators tonight will both want to really draw major differences between the two candidates. On that one, maybe there's less so. At times both candidates have politicized the military. Trump more so, I think, than Biden. Both have deployed the military to the border. I think the bigger issue on the border will be the number of crossings, the escalation of 8 to 10 million over the past 4 years in immigration policy writ large, although we know President Biden is trying to tack back to a more moderate position on that. And then certainly I think at some point President Trump is going to cite the fact that the withdrawal from Afghanistan was abysmal. If I were Biden, I would argue that you wanted to get out quickly as well, Mr. President. So we'll see how that plays out, but that'll be an interesting dynamic with regard to the appointment of the military. But the larger issue is, what is America's role in the world? And will we defend democracy? And will we help out smaller democracies who are trying to beat back this growing block of autocracies that are trying to impose their will and values around the world?
There are so many differences, stark differences between these candidates. It'll be very interesting to see how that plays out. Secretary Esper, we appreciate your time. Thank you.
Thanks, Bianca.
Still ahead, what is the top issue that Americans say they're going to be voting on? As a veteran campaign strategist once said, it's the economy, stupid. We break down the candidates' plans on that front when we get back.
Deliveries happen.
Hello? We didn't order that.
This happened.
Socks. No.
That happened.
Hey, get out of there. Turn this into bathroom, bitch.
Home happens. You there with them. Shop early Friday deals at Amazon.com.
It's Durham's day off, but Neutrogena Ultra Sheer Sunscreen is still on the clock. Vital Sun Protection goes 6 layers deep, blocking 97% of burning UV rays. It's light, but it's working hard. Unlike me, Neutrogena Ultra Sheer Sunscreen.
Guys, if you've been paying attention, it's easy to see prices are going up on just about everything. That's why you need to do a voluntary called Car Shirt now. One Quiet Car Shirt locks you into today's low price, so you can enjoy peace of mind knowing that you're not only protected from mechanical breakdowns, but also from those rising rates. If you're driving an out-of-warranty vehicle, CarShield offers plans that cover up to 6,000 parts and systems in your car, truck, or SUV. Why pay for expensive repairs? Call CarShield now before a breakdown.
My mom told me to call car show. I listened and I saved $5,000. You should always listen to your mom.
When I needed long-term protection at affordable prices, I called Car Show.
I've been a Car Show customer for close to 7 years, had 3 vehicles covered, and they saved me close to $9,000.
Car Show saved me $2,200. Car Show initially covers expensive repairs so I don't have to.
It's so simple. Applying through Car Show means we have a vehicle that needs repairs. Their administrators got your back. But wait, darlings, there's more. Lots more. Especially if you love extras like I do. See, I love a plan that includes 24/7 coast-to-coast roadside assistance, courtesy towing, and rental car options to darlings. Expensive car breakdowns will happen. The difference is calling Car Show before they do. So listen to Auntie River and call Car Show now to protect yourself from rising rates and costly repairs. Call now and get yourself a free quote.
It's not a matter of if your car will break down, but when. You need to call CarShield before your car breaks down. CarShield gives you a price lock guarantee, which means your monthly price never goes up for as long as you cover your car. Get help paid for expensive repair bills by calling CarShield now. Call 800-498-6955. 800-498-6955. 800-498-6955.
It's so easy to get your windshield replaced using SafeLight. Tell the people why you haven't done it. Smart offers a chip and it just keeps going. So what do we do now? Let's schedule an appointment at SafeLight.com.
SafeLight Replay.
Have you ever thought of getting a walk-in tub for you or someone you love? Now is a great time to take a look at getting a SafeStep walk-in tub. With SafeStep's standard heated seat and new fast-fill faucet, you can enjoy a nice warm bath up to 20% faster.
And the convenient touchpad control is right at your fingertips.
Each tub comes standard with a dual hydrotherapy system. The Team Water Jets can help increase mobility, relieve pain, boost energy, and improve sleep. While the MicroSoothe Advanced Air Therapy system oxygenates and softens skin.
SafeStep walk-in tubs are built to maximize safety, so you can stay in your home and enjoy the comforts of bathing again.
So call now for more information and a free, no-obligation consultation.
Phone number 1-800-201-8094. There's never been a better job. It's 1-800-201-8094.
What time is Jacob? What time is that going to be?
Yeah, again.
What time?
He's out here at 12:45. Okay. So reentry around like 11:30. Yeah.
So if I'm
late.
doing the drop by, is that going to be tight?
Yeah, that's pretty tight.
So
he's not out there until 11:45. So that's pretty tight.
Did you guys send out the campaign? But did they send out the stuff already? Because I didn't get it.
They should have.
I didn't get it.
Okay.
Do you know who the lead on that is?
You should plan to come, and I'll make sure you get in. You should plan to come to the Hyatt at 7:30 p.m. I'll get you in.
What time?
7:30.
And where?
The Hyatt Regency, Atlanta.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
mom under control. She's over there. Hi. What's she doing? She's good.
Right along the line here. We're going to have you be number 3 here. We're just going to rotate around.
Oh, rotate around.
Yep. Faster, right behind the mayor. We're just rotating the line around, reversing the order. Or correcting the order. Mayor, if I can get you right here, sir. I mean, sir, Sylvester. Okay. You said you were great. Not my good side now. I thought we were doing it the other way. Change the plan. We're going to do behind the beast. You two can walk around to the front of the car. These days, you're marking up in the front of the car. So there we're going to be, once the motorcade pulls up, we're all going to pull up. You'll lead and me, and then we're set. Just let everybody know we're going to wait for the motorcade to set, and then once the motorcade sets, then we're all going to be going up, and we'll be in this order. Face this. With the mayor starting at the very end. That's fun to do, and working our way down.
All right. I'll send that to you.
Thank you. When I left. Did you? I wish that I had.
direction. To pick up on what Gloria was saying a second ago about information, older voters, one of the reasons I think they're attaching to President Biden is because they're getting their news from more traditional sources and they're getting like a direct news that's happening. Younger voters are getting a lot of their news from social media. This is one of the things, as the White House, we saw this very clearly, which is one of the reasons we see the president and the vice president starting to spend more time with TikTok creators and Instagram creators, because that's how people are getting their information. So the kind of general news story might not be showing up in the news feed because of the algorithms, but the feeds that are coming from some of these celebrities are showing up in the news. So this gets to the the Biden point about this debate tonight. They've got to find a way to get people to focus on Donald Trump, not just in the snippets of things that they'd be getting online, but in a bigger, broader, more holistic way that reminds them how bad Donald Trump is.
And you can't just say things are getting better when, although they are, when people don't feel it. It's just the truth of the matter. And so Joe Biden can say, yes, things are getting better. If you look at the statistics, if people don't feel it, it doesn't matter.
The smartest thing Joe Biden could do tonight would be to say, look, we misjudged. I thought inflation was transitory. I thought we were just doing the economy. Maybe we didn't quite get it right. That's the way he gets out of the rut being judging the president. And then he gets to the future. I don't know if his pride will let him do it.
Well, maybe you did get it right, because jobs have also grown. You've seen 16 million jobs have happened. Imagine if you had high inflation and you had no jobs. Or imagine if you had disagree with him on that. How you feel about it is essentially in this 40 measure. So I think we're talking about doubling the economy. What you want to see is what the economy is that we have. I think there are European countries that would kill to have the American economy.
Yeah, well, that's a good point. And yet, a lot of people do not use Europe as a reference point when they're considering their economic situation. Well, I will tell you. All right, thank you so much. It's been really nice having these conversations with you. Both camps have worked to control expectations for themselves and for one another. They've been trying really hard here in the days leading up to tonight's consequential debate. Who do voters think is going to come out on top? We'll have the numbers next.
The most anticipated moment of this election, and the stakes couldn't be higher. The president and the former president, one stage, moderated by Jake Tapper and Dana Bash. The CNN presidential debate, tonight at 9, live on CNN and streaming on Max.
Mike had a heart attack a year ago, but he's still living in the red, with a very high risk of another attack. With his risk factors, his recommended LDL-C level should be below 55. Find out if you're living in the red. Learn how to get a free LDL-C test.
A lot of people need to replace their windows or patio doors, but they put it off because they think it will be too expensive. Hi, I'm Ann Roeder. I'm here with Michael Smith from Renewal by Anderson. You really work with the customers to find affordable solutions.
We do, Andy. We're the replacement window division of Anderson, one of the largest window manufacturers in North America. So we can usually offer our customers larger discounts and better financing than smaller companies or contractors.
Other window companies don't offer your same window and door installation method.
Our installers have installed thousands of windows. Our windows are manufactured to precisely fit your specific window openings. Being custom built also means if you have any beautiful trim that you'd like to keep, we can often install your windows without impacting that trim. You won't get this with most vinyl windows.
And you offer a free window and patio door diagnosis?
We do. We'll come to your home and assess your current window, show you where you might be losing energy, and take measurements. Then we'll leave you with an exact price point that's good for an entire year.
So you're not a high pressure home.
My background is in home remodeling. I've seen every window company. So now I just want to help homeowners make their homes more beautiful and comfortable with the right window.
And your patio doors are really gorgeous.
They are. And they're engineered to easily open and close for years. And with multiple locking points on our patio doors, they provide even greater security.
That is so great to hear, Michael. Thank you.
Before June 30th, buy one window, patio door, or entry door and get the next one 40% off. That's 40% off with a minimum purchase of 4. Plus, save an extra $100 on your entire purchase with no money down, no monthly payments, and no interest for 12 months. This offer ends June 30th. For a free appointment with Renewal by Anderson, call 1-800-501-1400. That's 1-800-501-1400.
If you have generalized myasthenia gravis, picture what life could look like with Vyvgart Hytrulo, a subcutaneous injection that takes about 30 to 90 seconds. For one thing, could it be more time for you? Visguard by Trulo can improve daily abilities and reduce muscle weakness. With a treatment plan that's personalized to you. Do not use Visguard by Trulo if you have a serious allergy to any of its ingredients. It can cause serious allergic reactions like trouble breathing and decrease in blood pressure with intensity and allergic reactions such as rashes, swelling under the skin, shortness of breath, and hives. The most common side effects are respiratory and urinary tract infections, headache, and injection site reactions. It may increase the risk of infusion-related reactions and infection. Tell your doctor if you have a history of infections or symptoms of an infection. Talk to your neurologist about Visguard by Trulo for GMC and picture your life in motion.
Monday, I am moving to China. This is my new home.
I'm leaving everything behind. I can't listen.
You married a total stranger. I'm taking the biggest risk of my entire life. There's no backup.
There's no world that can ever keep us apart.
The Other Way premieres Monday evening on TLC.
Yeah, dude, that must be good. I know you did. Go to cashmeusa.com. I can find news.
Go to cashmeusa.com to apply for the money you need.
It's blue chew.
No one even has to know.
The Voice of America, Thursday, July 5 at 7 Eastern on CNN.
President Biden's advisors have been closely monitoring what former President Trump and his allies have been publicly saying here in recent days. The Biden team suspects that Trump has done more preparation than ever heading into a debate, despite what they have been saying from his camp. They've also taken note of how, over the last few days, Trump allies have shifted their tune on how they think Biden will perform. All right, we have CNN's Harry Enton with us yet again. Okay, so who do voters think is going to do it?
It's the expectations game. Can you outperform expectations? So, what do voters think heading into tonight? Who will do well in tonight's debate? Well, the majority of voters think Donald Trump's going to do well. Look at that, 59%. Less than the majority, however, for the current president, 48%. But of course, it's all about those undecided voters, right? Those who might change their mind because of tonight's debate. Well, on this score, they both do worse. But again, you see more undecided voters think that Donald Trump's going to do better than Joe Biden is. And so you can look at them and say, Joe Biden, well, the fact that voters may not think that much of it. So low. So you can't help but potentially exceed expectations.
This makes sense why Trump has been saying what he's been saying. That makes so much sense. Okay, how unusual is it that you actually have the incumbent being the underdog going into a debate?
Yeah, so you see this going on right here. And I was just going to myself, I can't ever recall when an incumbent was the underdog. And you can go all the way back, all the incumbents in this 21st century. George W. Bush was a favorite in 2004 over John Kerry. Barack Obama, a very heavy favorite over Mitt Romney going in that first debate in 2012. Last time around, Donald Trump was only the tiniest favorite at one point, but still a slight favorite. This time around, however, look at this. Donald Trump, the challenger, is the favorite. This is extremely unusual. Normally, folks think the incumbent's going to do pretty well, right? Because they're the president. They're somebody that they're used to. They can see them being in the Oval Office. But the fact of the matter is, this particular cycle goes against that grain, and so maybe Joe Biden coming in this debate, perhaps trailing a little bit, but no clear leader nationally, not doing as well as he did 4 years ago. The expectations game is on his side because the fact is, the expectations for him are so low, maybe he can't help but exceed that.
These expectations are actually, they're not working for Trump, which is, go through this, right? George W. Bush, he did well. Obama, not great on his, let's say, back to 2012, on his first debate against Romney, but he certainly picked it up. Here, it is really not working for Trump.
It's not working for him. It's not working for him. The expectations, he's raised the bar too high for himself, and maybe not enough for Joe Biden. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, I guess you could say his attacks on Joe Biden are working, and maybe that's what it is, too, as well. All right, Harry, thank you so much. I really, really appreciate it. The stage is set literally. Just how high are the stakes? We're going to talk to a longtime pollster about the connection between debates and how people actually vote in November.
Surprise! Cena's hosting Shark Week. Shark Week this week. Who wins the Alpha Man? Look at us! You're about to be chummed by chums. Shark Week hosted by me, John Cena. Starts Sunday, July 7th on the Sky and stream on next. Itch, trash. Itch.
Stop the itch sanity with Cortisone 10 for bug bites, poison ivy, and other itches. Cortisone 10 is #1 doctor recommended. It works fast and lasts for hours. Cortisone 10. Want the effect of Viagra, but faster? Meet Rose Sparks. They contain sildenafil and tadalafil, but Sparks dissolve under the tongue. Dissolvables work faster than the two pills. See if Sparks are right for you at ro.com/sparks.
I had 20 years of experience as an HR professional, and I had reached the ceiling, so I enrolled in UGC. I would not be the person that I am today had it not been for the partnership with UGC.
Hi there. I'm an ad. Ever notice how some ads just speak to you? Choose Viant's AI-driven tools to plan, execute, and measure your connected TV campaigns on premium inventory. Choose wisely. Choose Viant.
Good morning. Quick local accent. Good morning. Frank Opal's chewy fruit bites for fast and gentle constipation relief in as little as 30 minutes. Making your good morning even better with Opalax.
Nail fungus is nasty. OptiNail starts improving the appearance of fungus-damaged toenails in just 2 days. Its clinically proven formula penetrates the nail for results you can see quickly. OptiNail. Fungus-damaged toenails and makeover.
For over 25 years, Loveside has been rewriting the rules of comfort. It's okay to change your style. Get messy. Get immersed. With Loveside, you make it.
End the rope line. Yes, sir. End the rope line. End the rope line. End the rope line. off the bike ride, please. Thank you. Thank you. Watch your step. Me? Oh, no, you're good. You're good. Thank you.
For Joe Biden and for former President Donald Trump. Jeff?
It certainly is, and it's no accident that President Biden is arriving here to Atlanta to some smiling faces, some adoring fans and supporters, clearly trying to make the case that, yes, he does have loyal supporters here, and also to make the case that the backdrop of this debate is Georgia. Georgia, of course, was one of the closest battleground states in 2020, so that's where this conversation picks up right now. So clearly this was not announced, but this was certainly planned by the Biden campaign to perhaps pump him up a little bit, to show him that he has support here before he spends a little bit of time, downtime, doing final preparations for the debate. Former President Donald Trump, for his part, also will be heading here to Atlanta shortly, flying up from Mar-a-Lago in Florida. Of course, Georgia, again, was decided by fewer than 12,000 votes out of 5 million votes cast. So yes, a global audience, a national audience, but voters right here in Atlanta paying very careful attention to this. I'm in the spin room, as you can see. There are reporters and journalists from around the globe here, and this is where the campaigns will make their pitches. This is where the candidates, after the debate is over, the advisors will pick up and say how their candidates did. Interestingly, the presidents, the former president, the current president will be alone on stage. They cannot talk to their advisors. They cannot have any conversations during those 90 minutes, but it's right here in the spin room afterward where both sides will be sort of saying how it went for them. So there's no doubt that all eyes are on Atlanta. The biggest moment of the 2024 campaign so far. But guys, I did a check. Election day, 131 days away from today. 31 days away.
So close, yet so far away.
In the blink of an eye, but it also underscores the fact that this is the earliest debate that we've ever seen. There's still about 5 months to go before the election. Judge Sullivan, I imagine you're going to have a busy night out there in the spin room. We wish you the best of luck with that. So this is obviously a huge moment for not only these two candidates, but in American history. And I mean, what else can you say? We've never had a sitting president go up against a former president, let alone these two that have such a history.
Let alone this early, when the numbers are what they are, and they're both looking for a moment to distinguish themselves. We've seen debates like this give one of these candidates potentially a big bump, and they're hoping for that tonight.
Yeah, stay with CNN. Obviously, a lot to cover. Our special coverage continues with Wolf Blitzer and Caitlin Collins after a quick break. Thanks for joining us.
Harlan has everything, but I couldn't find a lot of anywhere. So I started my own studio. And with the right help, I can make this place I love even better.
Earn up to 5% cash back on Business Essentials. Chasing business passion. Chase for business.
The cockroach, resilient creatures, true miracles of evolution, where there is one answer. Always scavenging for food. The cockroach.
Well, that's working.
Ortho Home Defense Max Indoor Insect Barrier. One application kills and prevents bugs for 365 days.
Not in my house,
Nature's wild. Your home doesn't have to be.
Higher shipping rates may use the cost of doing business, but at what cost?
Turn shipping to your advantage with low-cost round shipping from the United States Postal Service.
President used to reveal sale is now on. Visit samples.com or call 1-800-SAMPLES.
It's time. Yes, the time has come for a fresh approach to dog food. Every day, more dog people are deciding it's time to quit the kibble and feed their dogs fresh food from the farmer's dog. Made by vets and delivered right to your door, precisely portioned for your dog's needs.
Every time you're No one's ever used to be down there all the time is expensive. Also, we love God, learning God, and today, down on the swimming pool, each pool, every day, each pool, his head, and yes, the food was I'll send you the photo. I don't know anything.
Why is yeah, no. We can just add Bill Nye.
Are you? I thought you were.
You're in there. Is it raining? It's raining.
All the way back.
10 minutes ago. So that's also why I'm just standing a little bit. So I don't know, do you want to be here or do you want to be like in here?
I'm going to defer to Bobby.
That's what I told him. We have
Thinking
two
that I'm a step down or two so that you can actually see everything right behind me so that it's not level.
I think that that's cool. We can go all the way down.
You want to try that? That's cool.
I like that. This is what the conventions are.
I'm going to change, obviously.
Oh, yeah.
Right here. I never really shift gears. I always have high.
It's plugged in. I don't want me to snap this up. Okay. If
What time is that? 7:30. Donald's is down there, I'll just
Oh no. Backside, so let's go over there. Let's do it. We'll pull everybody. Let's go to the parking lot. Then we'll know what head Now he's going to pull back up. He's showing the plane off. Everybody take a plane. When's the Perkins plane coming? Don't stop buying houses, buy a Perkins plane. Why do you want real estate? Get an airplane. It's true. That's a good appreciable asset, right? That's what I'm talking about. I don't know. I think we got
Bob, she with you.
How's that? You've done good work. Hey, not too bad. Excellent work. Not too bad, huh? And where you position the plane. Oh, thank you. I did all that for you guys. Y'all are done for the day. Y'all going to the base. We're not credentialed. So let's just flip out credentials. You'll be sitting in traffic for a bit. I know. Maybe next time it'll be more exciting. Thanks. Good meeting you.
They explained that in medical school.
Hey, yeah, editor's cut, him getting off the plane. Okay, great.
I don't know about all the other all that work was happening. That's why I said it's everybody else. Yeah, I was right.
Good thing you were paying attention to anything.
So we can disconnect audio.
Yeah, it was transmitting. Well,
apparently,
well, this is a debate. I think he's a little stressed.
Very big fan. It's crazy how fast. Okay. If you don't, there's a way you can play with the sound. It's actually basically compression. Something about compression. When you open it up on the other side, it's still the same. It's just it's a way to fix it. Yeah.
Is there any standout thing you've seen on the upper deck here? Viewpoints, maybe like a journalist that's sitting close to the others and kind of see some good stuff over their shoulders. We're trying to do another shot on the upper deck here for vertical video. I might just do a loop, do a lap and see.
Yeah, go for it, man. I haven't been looking around like that.
Yeah.
Go for it, man. That's good. That's it. Nothing. Well, I'm just trying to
I can do that. Yeah. Let me just organize this. As long as it's tight on here. Yeah, nobody's. That's the secret.
Me giving things to
There's no way we don't have underground
Why not just go right up cabinet? Please ask questions. Here this is cabinet. Reading more, that's so much. And then you say, yeah, I heard.
Let's walk to the floor so we're not. Oh, you can? We're not.
I gotta run down there.
Oh yeah? Which one?